Shalom, guys. I hope that you are doing well this evening. Normally I'm on the morning time, but it's evening time. I don't know when you're catching this, but I'm live right now out of Kansas City, Missouri. If you are new, my name is Shannon Hensley, and I'm glad to have you. I get on my channel just any old way. So it's been a long, hard work day and just got some laundry done, and I just thought I'd sit down and do a reading since I didn't do one this morning with you all. So happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all that kind of stuff. My birthday's tomorrow, and so I will be 55 years old, and I'm excited. I'm just excited about it. I haven't really done anything for about 7 years for my birthday. And so, but anyway, the Most High is good, and I give him all praise, glory, and honor. And so if you are new, look, my channel is just real intense, and I feel energy, and I will speak right out of that space as well. So just buckle up. If you have little ones around, then audio discretion advised. I have rights, just like you have rights. We have freedom of speech, and I just like to say so because I'm dealing with a criminal. And I could stop at any given time and give a what for. On the other end of this, to something that's going on, because I have caught them on my hacking in and stuff on my phone. So anyway, let's get in here. Right before I turn the camera on, as I was waiting for my laundry to get done, something about perjury came out twice, and so some of y'all may have some type of legal matter and somebody's gotten up and lied in the court of law. It stated somebody was cutting away from the truth to go to a perverse way. Somebody didn't want to let go of something, and it's too emotional for somebody, and so somebody's going the wrong way in some type of situation. The word cut came out twice. The word and the pictograph came out, and then when I took another deck, the sickle came out. When I asked what that was about, and the sickle came out, which is a cut. And so something about cutting locks was also there. Prison energy was also there. We had a fugitive that came out on the platform the other day as well. So I don't know what all that's about, but somebody's done something in the court of law and has lied about something. So those of you all dealing with legal matters and people getting up and testifying and stuff, for some of you all, somebody's lied. They could have paid somebody off to do that. I don't know. Let's see. Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, I appreciate you so very much. What do you want to bring out here? We have the Page of Cups coming out, crossing. So this could be apology coming in. Please make sure that it is not fishy communication. It could be seducing. It could be a pregnancy here. Congratulations if you are pregnant. King of Pentacles coming out with the Five of Wands. There's some type of conflict here. There's lies, the Seven of Swords. People are not looking at one another. Maybe both parties, I don't know, has done something to each other as well. Seven of Swords, stealth, and then the Eight of Swords. Five of Swords to the Seven of Swords to the Eight of Swords. Somebody's stuck here in some type of communication, maybe even at work as well, with that King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy also just came out when I was looking at some stuff as well. So show me this King of Pentacles. Some type of business deal could be here. Somebody's stuck in trying to make a business deal or something. There's lies and thievery around something with this. Let me just say, whoever's on my platform need to get off and release it. My channel is growing, so it shows like now I got like 9280, I think is what I'm up to right now. And I know better because I've turned on my platform before, and bunches of people have just been on it and on it and on it. And you people need to get off my platform. It is not yours. You are not going to use this work. It is not yours. You're illegal on my things. Get off of Shannon Hensley's platform. On this King of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups is coming out, crossing. This is about possibly walking away from something. Two eights are here. And just a second ago, there were two eights that just came out with all that perjury nonsense, and somebody deciding to just cut away and go a perverse way and cut themselves from the truth. And I looked at I said, why are those 2 eights out here most high? And the tower came out on it. And 88 is the high arcana. 16th it makes 16, which is a tower. This is somebody got a tower out here. King of Pentacles has that 8 of Cups on it. Somebody's done an investment out here. It's emotional investment as well. King of Swords in the reverse. Real sharp energy. Show me this communication. The Moon. Secret communication. Or somebody's stuck in how to secretly communicate something out here. Or how to get away from whatever they've invested in. Somebody could be leaving something. Obviously, the 8 of Cups could be somebody abandoning something that could be successful out here. 5 of Wands, there's a conflict out here with the 5 of Wands. And there's jealousy and stuff going on, I guess. So show me the 5 of Wands. It's deception out here with the Moon. It's very emotional. There's feelings out here. The motto is, I feel. Hopefully it's upright. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, this is a loyalty situation because somebody's lying, cheating something with the 7 of Swords out here. And somebody's stuck in it. Stuck in how to communicate with some matter. If this is past energy and somebody was not loyal somewhere, they are emotional because of something that's taken place around something physical or money, and somebody did walk away from something, they're wanting to apologize. It's emotional because somebody was not forthright in something out here. They weren't loyal to something. Show me the 7 of Swords. Show me the 7 of Swords. You know, the last couple of days I've talked about that dice that's been on my table, and I've picked it up. Every time I throw it back down, it keeps going on the 5, and it just did it again. When I got back from work, I sat down and I just picked it up and I threw it on the table again, and it landed on the 5 again. There's a change going on in a really big way. It's just the last few days it wants to stay on the 5. Okay, so the 6 of Wands crossing the 7 of Swords. So there's something public here. There's something public here. Somebody's guilty. 7 of Swords is a guilty. Somebody in the public eye is also guilty for something. If somebody's trying to be sneaky for some of you all to get up in here and do something because of something public going on, the 6 of Wands can represent, if it is in the reverse, it could represent somebody's trying to deceitfully get a public victory. But I mean, depending on who's doing that, if 2 wicked people are going at it, then however the chips are going to fall, the chips are going to fall a certain way. But if somebody wicked's trying to go up against somebody who is upright and striving to be what God, you know, what they want to be for God in the earth, then this person's going to fall in some type of stupid trap. They're wicked. There's guiltiness. There's the Empress out here on the bottom of this. She is somebody up in the public eye. The Vice President came out again also when I sat here, okay, and the Vice President came out the other day. So whatever's going on with that, show me more information. The 4 of Wands in the reverse came out in the reverse the other day as well. Somebody's marriage is upside down, or something's happened around y'all's celebration out here. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, she can't, if this is cheating, because we're looking at the 7 of Swords, and somebody in the loyalty card came out in the reverse, and then she represents the other woman, or she's the prostitute that's come out real heavy this last week, and somebody's done something in their marriage with the prostitute, because the pimp had come out real strong this week as well. Whatever's gone on, it's emotional out here. The letter T is out here. The letter G and the letter L would also appear out here. What's in the hidden space right now? Right now, energy. Hold up. The compass. Somebody in the Moon again. All right. Well, somebody trying to figure something out that's secretive. Somebody's mask is going to get to. Look what also came out underneath that. The dice. It's in the reverse. If somebody's took a chance, they're guilty at something out here. If somebody thinks they're going to take a chance at something, somebody guilty out here. Something's going to be public and it's sideways because there's some type of deception around a matter. Somebody wears a mask, but it came out in the reverse. And the Most High said the other day he was going to rip a mask off real heavy because there was enlightenment in the hidden space about some stuff. Show me these dice. It's just incredible because I don't ever throw a dice. I actually was working the other day and just found it. And I just felt led to just bring it home. And I did. It's just really weird. Anyway, the dice is about taking chance. If you are dealing with a gambler, that something out here around gambling could be out here. Oh, the snake and the money. Okay, well, if there's a thief out here, the Seven of Swords is out here. That's what jumped out too. The Sun in the reverse. Somebody's prideful. Somebody thought, I mean, there's some type of communication that's iffy. Either somebody's sitting here, it's emotional, and they want to come give some communication. But there is a word out here that goes to a cut. The Sun and the Moon make a word for a cut. In the other direction, it represents some type of idol. Somebody could be in some idol worship, or I don't know, put somebody up on a pedestal on something. But that dice, somebody took a chance, and somebody's got a snake around some nonsense, and there's money or something out here. If somebody thought they were going to get lucky, not with that snake. That's all we've seen this week is that stupid, nasty snake. It's poisonous, folks. It's poisonous. Somebody knows, somebody secretly is I guess if they think that they still have their mask on, they don't, because this is like exposure. Somebody's cutting something here. I feel like somebody don't know what to do if they also know that something's been exposed. Show me more information. What kind of words do you want to bring out here? There's adultery out here. Well, it shows so. Seven of Swords. People can't look at one another. It's emotional. And if that's why you got to cut ties, I guess so. Most side says that even if you lust in your heart after a person, you've already committed adultery there as well, is what Christ tells us. What else do you want to bring? Remember, the law got magnified when Christ came on the scene. He magnified what's really there. So thou shalt not commit adultery, but he said, if you've just lusted, you've already committed the sin. So there's a lot of people that's already in that energy, and everybody's done something that they've needed redemption for. But we already knew that there was all kinds of adultery came out the other day, because it just was pounded and pounded and pounded, that whole reading. So definitely something's wrong. It's secretive out here. It's emotional. Somebody was a lying little snake in a matter, and the mask is off. People know something out here. This also came out just a second ago as well. It's talking about quenching the spirit, and there was wording that somebody was cutting ties, and they were deciding to go a perverse way. Anyway, it says to quench not the spirit, and do not neglect prophecies, and to prove all things, and hold fast to that which is good, and abstain from all appearances of evil. And then it says, have no other gods beside me, saith Jehovah. Love Jehovah with all thy heart, all thy soul, with all thy might, with all thy strength, with everything. Well, somebody don't. It says that a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Well, somebody don't have no discretion. If somebody is fixing to do an adulterous thing out here, somebody's gonna know that this mask is off. If somebody thinks they're being sneaky, because there is some type of communication, and it's emotional, and it is sneaky out here. Anyway, you're gonna quench the spirit of God and lose your soul, folks. It's not an hour to be messing around with nonsense, but that's your choice. That's your choice. An Oriental connection is out here. Relatives are involved. Was at the bottom of the deck. Also, these came out. It says, thus saith Jehovah, behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O house of Yisrael. Okay, God's going to mold something out here. Somebody that belongs to the Most High is here. So whatever you're going through, for whatever reason why you're going through it, God's the potter, you're the clay. Okay, it says, there is gold in a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. This other one has a jewel on it as a pig's snout, that's saying that some woman out here don't have no discretion on something. So either you have your lips of jewels, or you're standing there looking like a pig. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that fears Jehovah, she shall be praised. Okay, well, there's some lady out here that don't have no discretion. And then we have England coming out here. So Oriental energy and England comes out on the table again. What else should I bring out here? Hold up. We had snow today. It snowed all day in Kansas City. It was really pretty. There is somebody who does walk the way of the Most High God and is anointed and called of him. Okay, again, the Most High is saying, look, if you're mine, I am the potter, you are the clay, and as that clay is in the potter's hand, so are you in my hand. And so whatever all this mess is that's played out in a situation, Most High said there is somebody out here that does belong to him, and if you try to touch that person in any way, shape, or form, being some type of wickedness, you're in a really bad place. God said, you don't touch my anointed, you do my prophets no harm. Sleepless nights out here. And an extremely lonely person is out here who needs someone. There's a lot of people that's been that way. And then there's an annoying brat attached to something going on. Wherever God's bringing that out. What else you want to bring out here? You hold up. A bad thing's going to be made right. It jumped on the sun. Somebody going to be humbled, because it's like pride, conceit, and ego, and hey, look at me nonsense. And this is like somebody going to get humbled. Something's going to be made right. And you got 24 hours again to make something right. So I'm talking to people in high places. Also, government is out here when the sun comes out, stuff like that as well. Dark night of the soul. Well, somebody can't sleep. Somebody got sleepless nights. This one, a teacher is involved in something out here. Pick through my hands and just... I'm really tired. It's been a long, hard day. But it's been a good day. I hope y'all had a good day too. Something about doing something fast, or fast food could be attached to something as well for a connection. They're caught in doing something. All right. Well, they are caught. Somebody thinks there's something secret out here. But this in the reverse, and this is exposure, and something's cut. The snake ain't gonna win nothing. Anyway, there's been abuse out here. Yes, there has been abuse, folks. There has been abuse for a lot of people, because people doing some crap and they don't want their nonsense out, and then they just made nothing but excrement messes out here. Anyway, there's abuse that's been out here. That's ridiculous. A lethal attraction, but they're caught. It says, again, they're going to be charged for something. The word prison was there, and a measure, or a standard of measure. Well, somebody's missed the mark out here on whatever the nonsense that they've done entirely for this reading. But people know some stuff. It's just come out all week that there's enlightenment to some things. So anyway, who all is ever involved in some nonsense? You have two come up, and they're in rebellion. That's why they're showing up like this. Anyway, this has to, for some of y'all, your X is out here involved in something. This is the letter N, but it looks like an X, and it represents also to have to search for your necessities, because somebody's done some crap out here and they've been abusive. They wanted to get rid of another party so that they could sit there and wipe their mouth, because that's exactly what the Most High said. At adulterous people, they just wipe their mouth and say, I didn't do anything wicked. It is wicked, folks. It is wicked. It's bad. Anyway, this is rebellion, and they don't care about nothing. They're a full-blown snake. They just went to perverse way. They don't care nothing about the truth. And then the truth came out. Something about Tennessee and Texas is out here. The letter T And the pictograph here looks like an X, so Texas is here. But this is the letter N, so TN, Texas and Tennessee is out here. This is about a victory that's going to take place. Yes, because God's going to meet somebody's needs. Somebody got 24 hours to make something right out here. You're going to be cut off. God ain't messing around no more, folks. This is malice and stuff because, again, they're a snake. So the T, the N, and the X came out here. All right, folks. I just wanted to jump on real quick and just say, hey, Lord willing, I'll be back in the morning. And until next time, shalom.